This is the emergency room at Kings County Hospital in Brooklyn. This woman has just been hit by a car and is bleeding internally and from the head. She doesn't know if she's going to live or die.
She may not be on vacation until we find out what's going on.
Let's get this off. Get the scoop off.
Give her a call.
Don't hurt me.
No.
Don't hurt me.
No, we're not going to hurt you, honey. We're just going to take the stretcher from under.
What happened to this lady?
She was in a car accident.
Okay, does the surgeon know about it? Take it out.
Don't hurt me.
No, no, hurt you.
You'll be all right, man. Just take it easy.
What happened to my head?
Okay, you have a laceration in the top of your neck, okay?
Very bad. I get scarred.
You got the pad? You'll be all right. Don't worry
Look at
about it.
plastic surgery. Look at that. Now let's take off this sweat coat.
Do you want to sit her up? Have any pain any place beside your head?
My leg.
Whereabouts? Which leg?
My leg.
Both legs?
Is it all that you know of?
I don't know, honey.
Just hold your head still, okay? It's just soap and water. Take some of the hair from around your cut, okay? Try and keep your head still.
Can you pass me that blood pressure machine? Okay?
Yeah. Where's your name? What is your name?
Don't move your head, ma'am, okay? Just try and keep your head perfectly still, okay?
Mary?
Oh, what are you doing to my hair?
Just moving the hair so I can see how badly you're cut, okay?
Imagine if you're a woman and someone is shaving your hair off, a male aide who's not even a nurse, who, if he's lucky, has a steady hand and is shaving your hair off neatly and sterilely, and you're a woman and you're seeing your bloody hair fall by the side. You might go berserk.
Oh, what are you doing to me?
Anybody ask that? Ma'am, how were you injured?
I don't know.
What exactly happened
I
tonight?
was crossing over wanted to meet my husband.
And what happened?
I didn't see no car.
Now, I was wondering what it was.
I want my husband. Don't hurt my legs.
Which leg hurts?
Both.
Both legs.
Am I gonna die?
No, ma'am. Not a chance. My feeling is I have to comfort this lady any way I can. Sometimes you're going to lie to the person and say you're going to be all right, and when they say to you you're going to die, you never say to someone, well, your chances are 32% that you might develop a cerebral contusion and die of infection within 48 hours. I'm not going to tell that to this lady.
Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Oh, Mama. Mama. Don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
First came out.
Can somebody take my page, please? Beeper 469.
I'm going to.
Give me a needle.
No, you don't need a needle so fast.
Oh, Mama. Mama. Oh, Mama, what happened to me, Ma? Oh.
How would you feel if your own mother was on that table, bashed up like that?
If my own mother was on that table bashed up like that, I'd probably have to leave the room because I wouldn't be able to take care of her as a doctor. And that's why, as a physician, any physician will tell you he won't want to take care of his own family. I would think of all possible ramifications of her illness. I would worry about the fact that she'd be dying. I'd be thinking about my father, and when indeed I just should be thinking about how much blood she's losing.
Please, doctor, help me. My leg hurts me. My thigh.
Yeah, I know you thigh hurts, and we won't give you anything until we find out what's happening, okay?
And the other doctor is going to make a small incision in your arm, put a tube in your arm, just so we can make sure we have a line into one of your veins, so that in case you need any blood or any fluids, we can definitely get them in.
Do something for my thigh. Oh, I wish I was dead.
One of the things that emergency room doctors often get asked is, you see so much trauma, so much death and dying every minute while you're working. How do you get so immune to it? And you have to be immune to it because in order to be efficient, in order to do your job well, You have to just treat each case as if the person didn't have a personality and wasn't a real live person with a real name. It's just, this patient is a stroke, this patient is a heart attack, this patient is a ruptured kidney.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
No.
Yes, I am.
126 over 84.
No, don't.
I'm cold.
This is very
I'm cold. Am I gonna die? Answer me.
No. You can't feel normally for them because then you can't be a doctor. And that's one of the bummers about being an MD. You really lose human emotion.
Please, no more.
It's almost over.
This woman was operated on later that night and released from the hospital 3 days later. Every night, as many as 500 patients are treated in the Kings County Emergency Room Complex. More than 400,000 get medical attention here every year.
You see shootings and stabbings and people cut up. And, well, everything you can think of just about. I mean, maternity cases and family disputes and almost anything. I mean, you really have to work here with an open mind because you do see everything in the book. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
What is your name? Sweetheart, what is your name? What did you take? Huh? You took Bayer? How much did you take? Huh? You don't know? 30 cc's of Ipecac, please, and NG2. Okay, why don't we put her in bed and let's see how she does, okay? Now, she's a runaway mama?
Yeah, she's supposed to be pregnant, too.
And she's supposed to be pregnant as well? Okay, how long has she been, how long has she been gone from the home? Ma'am, I need your answers very badly so I can make some assessment as to what the problem is.
See, I don't know when this thing started, but I only know that she left on Tuesday. Yes.
And she has not been home since Tuesday? Okay. Does she take drugs?
No.
Okay, do you know that she is pregnant?
No, all I know is somebody's supposed to have brought her to the hospital. She's supposed to be pregnant. See, I had to call the cops. Yes, I had missing persons on her, and they found that out for me.
Okay, now, where was she found tonight?
She wasn't found. She was brought back home voluntarily.
Someone brought her back home. Mm-hmm. Was she in this stuporous condition when she came home?
No. It just happened this evening. She talked on the telephone.
So whatever she got from your home tonight.
Yeah, she had to.
Do you have any dangerous drugs at your house?
No,
any sleeping pills?
No, nothing but
any narcotics?
No.
Did you find any pills or anything around the house other than the Bayer aspirin?
No, I don't.
Did you find an empty Bayer aspirin bottle?
Well, I have two Bayer aspirin bottles.
But were the bottles emptied or were the bottles half emptied?
Yeah, half emptied.
They were half emptied?
Yeah.
Okay, we will proceed then on the assumption that she's taking Bayer aspirin. We'll need your written permission to treat her. We'll need your written permission to treat her.
Oh, of course. Okay, I'm her mother.
Is she awake, alert?
She's semi-alert.
What's her name?
What is her name, Mama?
Deidre.
Deidre. How you doing, honey? Listen, how old are you? Can you tell me where you are? Do you know where you are? Did you take any pills, honey? What did you take? How many pills did you take? When did you take them? Tonight?
Can you vomit? Can you vomit?
You can test her.
Okay, maybe
she probably has a gag. If we put
give me you have one of those tongue depressors or something? If she's got a good gag, we'll try it. Okay. Open your mouth. Open your mouth real wide. Open up. Open up. Huh?
Stick it way back.
Okay, fine. So she's got a good
All right,
gag.
so we can go if we have to do it for Kathy.
Later that night, this young girl did vomit up the pills she had taken. She was released the next day. This young man has collapsed on the street after taking an overdose of methadone mixed with alcohol. The Kings County ambulance team will have to get him to the hospital quickly in order to save his life.
Okay.
Just saw him laying out in the streets. Was he drinking?
Yes, I believe he was.
Drinking?
What the doctors have to do now is inject him with Narcan, the antidote for methadone. Given soon enough, the Narcan may bring him out of his coma.
How much methadone is he on? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Could I get some Narcan, please? Just tell the nurse to come and get Here's our call out.
Is it pinpoint? Yeah, the pinpoint. Do we have Narcan here?
I have 2 cc Narcan.
All right. Yeah, he's shooting.
Yeah. Get another 2, please.
Do we have vital signs on him?
Not yet.
No. He's breathing.
He's breathing.
Make sure we have a pulse.
He has a pulse.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He has one.
Hold still 1 minute.
Oh, my. Sorry.
I got to hold his hand. Hold his hand.
Let me hold this one.
Yeah, my hand?
Okay.
Get over here, man. You don't
have it? Yes, you're in.
Now watch him.
Why is he fucking suck it down?
Somebody else is fucking jump up.
Yes, he's up. He's up.
You better?
Yeah, his pupils are up. Yeah, up.
All right. What'd you take?
Okay. What did you take?
Sorry.
Huh?
Relax. I got another 2?
Yeah.
Looks like he came up, yeah.
He's going down again.
We'll give him another 2 in a minute. He just was pinpoint. He had a partial response to another time. Nice sponge.
Come on, man. Come on. Something. Whatever.
Okay, you're in.
Come on, man.
Just take it easy, man.
All right, hold him now. He's going to wake up. Yeah. Yeah, we have any restraint?
Come on. Yeah. We just try to restrain him if there's any trouble, we'll get security.
Okay. It's okay, you're okay.
Yeah, the mid-size. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, all right.
Fuck off of me.
Okay, everything's all right.
Does it ever get you frustrated?
It gets frustrated, as I said, especially in drug addicts when you see them coming back repeatedly for an overdose after you just finished telling them, look, if you take drugs, these are some of the things going to happen to you. One of the time you might not be lucky enough to reach the emergency room where we can save your life. You might be dead on arrival. Did you ever think about this? They will say yes, but by the time they leave, like, they've totally forgotten what we have just talked about.
Although critical patients are seen almost immediately, Most others spend much of the night waiting. It can be 7 or 8 hours before someone with severe stomach cramps or a fractured leg gets to see a doctor. There are just 11 emergency room doctors on duty. That's 1 doctor for every 32 patients.
Okay, what is your name?
Miss Gloria Gail Farnham.
Farnham.
Yes.
Okay, are you married?
Yes.
Do you live with your husband?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know why you're here?
What was the last comment?
Now, your husband has brought you to the hospital because he feels that you've been acting a little strangely and not yourself lately. Do you feel that you've been acting yourself? Do you feel okay?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do. I do. I do. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Lord.
Are you afraid of something?
Lord. No.
Okay. Have you had a religious experience?
Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, I want you to sit back in the chair, okay? And calmly, and try to relax. Okay? All right, I'm going to send you to another building, okay? Where there are psychiatrists and they can talk to you and they can talk about this experience that you've had.
Yes.
And they can talk about how you've been feeling over the past few days.
Yes.
Okay, maybe they can help you or maybe they can decide whether or not you need treatment or whether you need treatment at all.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, would that be okay?
Yes.
All right, fine.
How does that make you feel when you see one that's really gone?
Well, it makes me think that sometime it can happen to me, or it can happen to you, or somebody in my family. And it's something hard to take, Like I had a friend once that he was all right, he went to sleep. Then when he woke up the next morning, he was totally gone. His mind was gone. So it really makes you wonder, you know, your mind can snap at any second of the time. It makes you wonder.
Yeah.
That's your mother in there?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
She was on her way home, coming home. She was getting out my aunt's car. And another car came by, hit her, and kept on going. I love her. To see this happen to her, that hurts me. I feel whoever did it could at least stop.
Oh, tell me, was this a hit and run?
Yeah, they kept on going. The person who hit her kept on going. They could at least stop to see if they don't even know if she died or what. Just kept right on going. The only thing they know was a yellow car.
Real calling? Yeah.
Is she gonna be okay?
I suppose so. I guess it's just a matter of being stitched up in the head, that's all.
When you go home at the end of the night, what do you think about?
Well, when I see so many people smashed up, I reach the point where I would say to protect your own sanity, you have to kind of basically block them out. You have to think that, well, gee, I've done all I could to take care of this patient. Some of them you have no way to save them. Some of them you can save, and you just have to think about the ones you do save, said, well, gee, this one did not die. I did my best and I saved him, I worked very hard, and it's rewarding. And I think just the matter that I know I can save one person's life, I think it's a rewarding thing, and it keeps me going. It's what let me tick, you know, that I can do something immediately relieve somebody from some form of suffering.
Hey, wait a minute, girl. Wait a minute. First down here too? Yeah. Wait, let me see. Right.
This young man was robbed and mugged in his apartment house hallway. He's been beaten over the head with a steel pipe.
I'm gonna give you a tetanus shot, okay?
No.
Mr. Hennis, I'm gonna give you a tetanus shot.
It's a shot. Don't worry about it. It won't hurt, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
No. So you won't get locked, Joe.
She has to give you. I'm Doreen, right? Just listen what the nurse saying, okay?
It won't
she
hurt.
Take care of you.
Don't worry about it.
Okay? All right?
Okay.
She said, I didn't tell nobody.
Okay, be quiet.
I just said it gets on the beat. Oh, God. Man.
People come to the emergency room for help with every kind of medical problem. In fact, the emergency room has become a kind of doctor's office for the poor. Hospital clinics are open only from 8 to 4 p.m., and the waiting time for appointments can be as long as 3 months. So the emergency room is a place where everything is done, from removing a splinter from somebody's finger to removing a bullet from somebody's head. This young man was shot on the street and has a .22 caliber bullet lodged just above his left ear next to his brain.
Just wait a second, he's starting in the line.
You unconscious at all? Passed out? No, I mean, when you got shot.
No.
No. You heard the explosion and everything? Anybody else see it? Were you with a friend or by yourself?
By myself.
And you didn't fall down after you got shot?
Just grab my head and start walking.
What?
Just grab my head and start walking.
You walked away?
Huh?
You awfully lucky.
He was very lucky. The bullet was later removed, and this young man survived.
Hon, listen to me. Do you go to the doctors for high blood pressure? Do you go to the doctors for high blood pressure?
No, I'm not with a doctor a long time.
You haven't been to the doctors for a long time. Okay.
Wait. I think I'm dying, and that's all. Oi.
I once had an operation over here, and I took this one out. Know what I mean? This side I haven't got. They took it off us 5-6 years ago. Well, I noticed a little bump over here. I don't know if they can cure me, but I hope to. Who knows? Maybe they can cure, but if it was been the first day, first 2 days, but it's 15 years already. So maybe they'll do something for me. I hope to God they should do, but I'm not sure. I believe in God. I believe in God.
This is the emergency room at Kings County Hospital in Brooklyn. This woman has just been hit by a car.
No, we're not going to hurt you, honey. We're just going to take the stretcher from under you.
What happened to this lady?
She was in a car accident.
Okay, did the surgeon know about it? Take it out.
Don't hurt me.
You'll be all right, man. Just take it easy.
What happened to your head?
Okay, you have a laceration in the top of your neck,
Very bad. Good scar.
You got the tan? You'll be all right. Don't worry.
Look at plastic surgery. Look at that. Now, let's take off.
Bleeding internally and from the head. She doesn't know if she's going to live or die.
She may not be on back here until we find out what's going on.
Let's get this off. Get the scoop off. Scoop right, calm.
Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
You want to sit her up? Have any pain any place beside your head?
My leg.
Whereabouts? Which leg?
My leg.
Both legs?
Is it all that you know of?
I don't know, honey.
Just hold your head still, okay? It's just soap and water. Just take some of the hair from around your cut, okay? Try and keep your head still.
Can you pass me that blood pressure machine?
Yeah. Where's your name? What is your name?
Don't move your head, ma'am, okay? Just try and keep your head perfectly still, okay?
Mary?
Oh, what are you doing to my hair?
Just moving the hair so I can see how badly you're cut, okay?
Imagine if you're a woman and someone is shaving your hair off, a male aide who's not even a nurse, who, if he's lucky, has a steady hand and is shaving your hair off neatly and sterilely, and you're a woman and you're seeing your bloody hair fall by the side. You might go berserk.
Oh, what are you doing to me?